Hey kiddos, I hope that you are ready for another video filled with learning fun. But before we get started today, there's a few things that I want to talk to you guys about. So the first thing is that when school ended, we were planning on coming back to school, okay? Now, unfortunately, our time learning at home has been extended. That means that we're going to be learning at home for a longer period of time, okay? And it definitely makes me sad because I miss seeing your faces every day and I miss talking to you. I just miss being at school, okay? And I'll bet that a lot of you guys do too. But I've had a lot of parents who have messaged me and they've told me that their kiddos just aren't listening very well when they try to do their learning activities with them. So guys, just like you do for Mrs. Jones at school, I really need you to remember that when your family is trying to teach you these activities at home, they are your teacher, okay? So you need to be respectful. You need to be responsible for doing your learning, and you need to make sure that you are focused, okay? You need to listen to your family just like you would listen to Mrs. Jones if we were back at Stevenson, okay? Your job when you're at home is to be the best learner that you can be when it's learning time, okay? Your parents are doing the best that they can, so I need you to do the best that you can do, okay? You guys were fabulous at Stevenson for me. You did such a great job with sitting and listening and doing your best work. Now I really need you to do that for your family because now they are trying to get you ready for first grade. So it's your responsibility to listen and to do your best so that you can be ready for first grade. Okay? All right. I know you can do it, and I know you can do a great job with it. So now that we've had that conversation, let's go ahead and get started on our activities today. So for number 1, we are doing our calendar, and I have our calendar right here. So we are still in the month of April. Looking at the last day that was crossed off, it was Tuesday. So that means that yesterday was Tuesday. That means today is Wednesday. And tomorrow will be Thursday. Now let's come back to today and let's say today's date in a complete sentence. Today is Wednesday, April 22nd, 2020. And today is Earth Day. So today is a very special day. So first, let's do our 7 days of the week, and then let's talk about Earth Day. Okay, so get your fingers ready. What are they? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Awesome job. Okay, so today is a special day. Today is Earth Day. And Earth Day is a day where people celebrate the Earth. And what is the Earth? Well, the Earth is our planet. So today is a day when people celebrate the Earth. And different people do that in different kinds of ways. Some people plant trees. Some people plant flowers. Some people pick up trash. Some people take a walk outside. Some people go to a park. So there's different ways that you can celebrate Earth Day, okay? So today we're going to talk about Earth Day. We're going to read a story about Earth Day. We're going to have our thematic video be about Earth Day. And then actually today we're not going to do math because I want to give us more time to go outside and be with nature. Remember, nature is like the plants, the animals, the air, everything that is on our earth that is part of the earth or grows with the earth. or that lives on the earth. That's all nature. Okay? So, let's get started. Number 2, we're on our daily write it for the day. And since we're talking about nature and the earth, one thing that's super important to the earth is our sun. So, that is your word for the day. Let's tap out sun. 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 Okay, you're going to take the word sun and you're going to add it to a sentence. Here is your sentence today. The sun is big and shines. The sun is big and shines. So as you guys are writing your sentence today, remember your family is going to be checking your letter formation with their letter formation packets. So we need to remember to do everything that good writers do. We are going to form our letters correctly, use our lines correctly. We're going to add spaces in between our words. We're going to have a capital letter at the beginning and punctuation at the end. Okay? Let me read you your sentence one more time. The sun is big and shines. Go ahead, pause the video, and write your sentence on your lined paper now. Okay, let's double check it. So your sentence is, the sun is big and shines. I have my sentence here to show you. The sun is big and shines. Let's count the words. The sun is big and shines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 words, and each of my words are separated by spaces. Okay, so we can call them meatball spaces or finger spaces, right? I have a capital letter at the beginning, and my first word is the. We have a few different trick words in here. The, is, and. Those are all trick words that I hope you spelled correctly. And then there's 2 more words that we should be able to stretch out and write them correctly. Sun, big. Now the last word, however, is a little bit different. The last word is tricky. So if you did not get it right, that's definitely okay. Let's talk about it. So your last word was shines. The sun is big and shines. Now, let's tap out that word, but let's leave the S off. So I want us to work on shine right now. Shine. At the beginning, we hear sh. Now, we talked about the sound sh in school, but we really didn't focus on it. So can you remember what says sh? S-H, ship, shh. So this is S-H. And whenever you have an S and then an H in a word, it says shh. So for shine, shine. We know I can say its name, but in order to make it say its name, we have to add a silent E. It hops over that consonant, comes over to the vowel, and makes that vowel say its name. Okay? So this is shine. Now we know that adding an S to the end of a word can do 2 different things. It can make it plural, which means more than one, or it can mean that something is happening right now. The sun is shining right now, so the sun shines. So all we do is we add an S to the end of our sentence, or the end of our word, rather. So that would mean this word is shines. Shines. Awesome. Now this is a telling sentence. I'm telling you the sun is big and shines. So we have a period at the end. If you got this sentence correct, that is super impressive. Nice job. Give yourself a pat on the back. And if you made an error, that's okay. Remember, all that matters is we try our best. So if you need to fix your sentence, go ahead and pause your video and do that now. Now that we're done with our daily write it, let's move on. We're on number 3, letter and number review. So remember, every day we are doing 2 new letters and 1 new number. So we're practicing 3 different things. Today we are working on E and F, okay? So let's make uppercase E first. With my pincer grip, I'm going to start my uppercase E at the skyline. I go straight down to the grass line, frog jump to the skyline, fly across, frog jump to the plane line, fly across, frog jump to the grass line, fly across. E, ed, e. Now lowercase e is a tricky letter because it does not start on a line. It starts under the plane line. So I start under the plane line, fly across, curve up to the plane line, curve down to the grass line. E, ed, e. Now let's work on F. Uppercase F is a lot similar to the uppercase E. Uppercase F starts at the skyline, goes straight down to the grass line, frog jump to the skyline, fly across, frog jump to the plane line, fly across. F, fun. The only difference is that E has a line at the bottom on the grass line. F does not. Okay, let's move on to lowercase f. Now, I really want to make sure that you guys are listening extra well for this because a lot of us struggled with lowercase f's when we were in school, okay? To make a lowercase f, I start at the skyline, I trace back, and then I curve down. Then I go straight down to the grass line, frog jump to the plane line, fly across. F, fun. The most important thing to remember is that you must curve, okay? We need to curve. All right, now let's go ahead and let's do our number for the day. And our number today is 1 greater than 2. Okay, so we have our 2. Now we need to make it 1 greater. If I'm making it 1 greater, am I adding or taking away? I'm adding because greater means bigger. We need to make our number bigger. I said 1 greater, so I'm making it 1 bigger. So our number today is 3. Let's get started. So for our 3, we're going to start at the skyline, curve to the plane line, curve to the grass line. Around the tree, that's the way to make a 3. Now, what happens if I would add a number 1 in front of my 3? What would it make? It would make 13. A 1 and a 3 sends 13 up a tree. Awesome job, guys. Okay, go ahead and on your special lined paper, I would like for you to write uppercase E's, lowercase e's, uppercase F's, lowercase f's, 3's and 13's. You can do maybe 2 or 3 of each letter and number, and I will see you back here when you are all finished. Okay, let's keep moving. So now that we're done with our letter and number review, we're moving on to number 4, our lesson plan packet. Now, in our lesson plan packet, we are still in week 5. So in your week 5 packet, you're going to find your lesson activities for the day. And today's Wednesday, so we're right here in the middle on day 3. And the first thing it says is reading. And I can see that we're reading Let's Explore North America. So I have my reading instructions here and my reading activities. And today for reading, it's a parent reading day. So families are reading to the kindergartner. We have 1, 2, and then we're going to read half of this 3rd page. Okay, So the first thing it says is we're going to talk about the big question. And the big question says, what kinds of celebrations happen in Mexico and Canada? That's what we're talking about today. First, let's go to Mexico. Parents are going to read pages 12 and 13 to the child and then discuss the questions on the page as you read it. When you're finished with that page, you'll move on. Parents, you're going to read page 14 and 15 to the child and then ask the questions on the reading sheet. After that, parents, you're going to finish reading up the day's activity. So just page 16 right here. That's all. Then we have our activity for the day. So we've already colored all of North America yellow. North America is the continent, the big landmass. Well, we know that countries are in continents. So now, today you read about Mexico. Today you're going to find a blue crayon and you're going to find Mexico and you're going to color Mexico blue. All right. That is it for our reading activities. Now we're going to continue working and go down to math. Here we go. So we're still on week 5. We've done day 1, day 2. Now we are on day 3. So day 3 is actually 2 pages. The first thing we're going to do is count the footballs, write the number to tell how many, draw 1 more football. So this many footballs and 1 more equals how many footballs in all? You'll finish that addition problem. Then you'll go on to the next page. Trace and write the missing numbers. After that, you'll continue to our addition fact fluency page. So remember, fluency is being able to answer a question without even thinking about it, or being able to do something without thinking about it. So since today's Wednesday, you're doing the Wednesday line. Answer each math question as quickly as you can and write down the number. Okay? So 3 plus 0 equals, write the answer. 4 plus 0 equals, write the answer. When you're all done with that, you're going to draw to make sure that you got each of them correct. So you're double checking your work. So on 3 plus 0, I might draw 3 white counters and 0 gray counters. Then I'll check and I'll see if I got my answer correct. So you're doing that for all of the Wednesday page. If families would like to, remember you always can do more activities that are on our math resource sheet. All right. Moving on, we're doing our reading log, and reading log is the same as always. Parents can read to their child for 10 minutes, or the child can read to their family for 10 minutes, and then we write all the information down on the reading log. The very last portion of our lesson plan is phonics. Remember, we're not doing the letter writing because we already do that in our video. So if you do the video, we don't need to do the letter writing, number 5. Number 6 is the practice time sheet, day 3. So there's 2 different sheets for day 3, and both of these are practicing our trick words, just like yesterday. On each sheet, you will read the trick word, write the trick word, color in the trick word, color or circle all of the trick words that you're working on, and then write the trick word in the sentence, and then read the sentence. So you'll trace the word are, write the word are, color the word are, circle all the word are, write the word are, and then read it in a sentence, and then do the same for and. So today you're working on and are. And then those are the last activities in our lesson plan packet today. Go ahead and pause the video and you can complete those now. Alrighty guys, let's keep moving. We are on number 5, our read aloud. And since today is Earth Day, our read aloud and our thematic video, they're both going to be about the Lorax, okay? So I don't know, have you guys ever seen the Lorax before? So there's actually 2 different movies for the Lorax. There's a new one that's really long, and then there's an older one that's a little bit shorter. Well, I found the shorter one on YouTube. So the Lorax is going to be our thematic video today, and we're going to read a book about the Lorax. But the book is different than the movie. The movie tells a story. The book that we're reading today, it gives us great ideas on how we can help our planet stay healthy. Okay? So, our story today is How You Can Help the Earth by the Lorax, with Tish Rabe, illustrated by Christopher Maroney and Jan Gerardi. Let's go ahead and let's read it. Here's our title page. Tells us the title, the author, and the illustrator. Hello, I'm the Lorax. I speak for the trees, and the fish and the birds, and I'm asking you, please, to help out the earth. I'm counting on you. Together, I know there's a lot we can do. First, I have a question and I need to ask it. Do you know where the trash goes that's in your wastebasket? It goes out to the curb, then a dump truck comes by, heaped with big piles of trash that are smelly and high. Some days after that, these big piles of trash will be buried or dumped in a giant landfill. Some of the garbage that's dumped there will rot, but most of the garbage that's dumped there will not. So that means we have lots of big piles of trash just sitting on our earth. Sad? Wouldn't be very beautiful, would it? Some cities burn trash, but this trash solution creates a lot of smoke, which creates air pollution. So that's dirty air. The good news? Things don't have to go on this way. We can reduce trash. We can start right away. Take your lunch in a bag, but don't throw it away. Use the bag or a lunchbox again the next day. Use both sides of your paper, and I have no doubt there will be much less paper for you to throw out. When you've read magazines and you no longer need them, pass them to your friends so they'll get to read them. So that's a great way to reuse books too. Once we read a book, we can trade books with our friends so that we can keep getting new books. Rather than tossing your old clothes, toys, and shoes, donate them. They are things other people can use. Put used soda cans in the recycling bin. Rinse them out when they're empty and throw them right in. They'll be made into new cans. This can I have here is made from old cans I recycled last year. Paper clips, rubber bands, buttons, and screws are things you will find that are easy to reuse. Put these things in a drawer so they're all in one place. They'll be easy to find and won't take up much space. When dead batteries are dumped, this fact I have found, the chemicals in them leak into the ground. Use rechargeable batteries. Charge them and then, when they run out of power, just charge them again. In helping the earth, you can take it from me, we need to find ways to use less energy. Energy powers cars. It creates heat and light. It's made from gas, coal, and oil that we burn day and night. These are natural resources, and there is a limit to how much of them our whole earth has within it. We need to use less, and I just have to say, there are ways to use less energy every day. So now we're going to learn ways that we can use less energy. When you leave a room, stop and turn off the light. Be sure to turn off your computer at night. When it's cold, wear a sweatshirt and take the time, please, to turn down the heat just a couple degrees. Those will all save energy. When you're doing your homework or starting to read, sunlight through a window may be all that you need. Animals and plants, all things alive, need to have water. It's how we survive. So water is something we need to save too. There are ways we can save it. I'll show you a few. When you get up each morning and stand at the sink and start brushing your teeth, take a moment to think. A lot of clean water is going to waste while you reach for your toothbrush and squeeze on toothpaste. So all that water is running down the drain and it's not being used, so it's being wasted. Right down the drain this clean water is going, so turn off the faucet and stop it from flowing. Spend less time in the shower and you'll still get clean. Try a 4-minute shower. You'll see what I mean. To help out the earth, please do something for me. Find a place that's near you and then go plant a tree. Trees provide shelter and oxygen too. So plant lots of trees. It's what I always do. If we work together, the earth will get better. The land will be cleaner. The soil will be wetter. The sun will shine brighter. The trees will be greener. The sky will be bluer. The air will be cleaner. So these are all awesome things that can happen if we save resources. And next time I speak for the trees, fish, and birds, I know in my heart that I'll need to use only 2 words. For all that you've done and for all you will do, I'm the Lorax, and I say a great big thank you. Awesome job, guys. So maybe On your nature walk or at some point today, you could talk to your family about different ways that you can help the planet Earth. There was lots of good information in this book and great ideas, and I'll bet you guys can remember a few. All right, now that we are finished with our read aloud, remember we are skipping math today because I want to give you guys more time to do a nature walk or maybe watch your thematic video since it's a longer one. So that means we're going to come down to number 7, flashcard practice. And today we're doing 2 things with our flashcards. We are going to practice letters and we are going to practice sounds. Here we go. Let's say the letter first. So this is Q, L, H, M, E, T, F, U, C, W, R, J, Y, B, I, D, O, P, S, A, N, G, K, V, X, Z. Okay, so now I'm going to mix them all up again, and we are going to do just the sounds this time. Here we go. G, K, S, I, D, A, U, Qu, M, E, T, A, K, W, J, Y, B, P, A, N, V, X, Z. Awesome. All right. So that brings us down to our last thing, our thematic video. Now remember, our thematic video for the day is the Lorax. Now, there's a different Lorax that if you have at home and you'd rather watch that one, that's definitely okay too. You can watch whichever one you want. But I will be posting the older one, the 30-minute Lorax, the one that I grew up with, on our class tag post. So you guys can go ahead and you can watch that video now. I hope you have a fabulous Earth Day. I hope that you get to go outside and enjoy nature and talk with your family about how you can help our planet Earth. Remember that I love you guys. I miss you so much. I hope you are great and fabulous for your families. And I will see you on our video tomorrow. Bye.